Hey, welcome to Balance 519. Now on to actual important things. Um, Lots of new restrictions being made due to the new wave that has hit us. So we're getting a lot of actual people from the people that are in stage two. So the Peel area, they're all trying to come to the club. They're trying to come to the club and get a part-time membership till their gym opens again. But we just can't do it. We got to keep our people safe. You know, I get it. Like you being even a business and a business that is suffering at the moment because of COVID, we want to get all the memberships we can. But in saying that, it's not worth the risk of our members and obviously ourselves and our families. So sorry about that. If things change, then definitely we could look into it. But at the moment, we are just going to sell memberships to people that are in Guelph. And that's also with our guest privileges. Again, with the numbers, we got to keep the numbers because we're only allowed the 50. We're just going to keep it with paying members. Once things change and we go back to the way we had it 50 per room, then we can look into getting the guest privileges back on. Tanning is back on. So that's good, especially with the weather changing and getting colder. And of course, that winter depression is going to start shortly. So it's nice to get the tanning beds going. So that's good. Pardon me. Um, Taekwondo's been okay. It's been going well. They just actually put the hot spots also down to a modified stage two. They don't. Our Taekwondo Association doesn't fall under the same as the gyms. They were open in stage two. They're with the Ministry of Sport and Agriculture, I believe. So they just modified things so only 10 people per class, including one instructor, and no parents. So zero attendance for to watch the classes. Seems like such a long time that we're going to be able to fight or have some sort of contact, try to get a competition. I'm happy for them with Pumse, but not all of us are Pumse people. Some of us at our club are, but majority of us just like to fight. So, do I see fights in the near future? I don't. Not the near future, but definitely in the future. So, it is definitely a good time for my guys to concentrate on school, especially now with the condensed units and semesters. It's new for all of you. I get it. You're all doing your best. I lost some students too that have one to an injury, which is he's on the mend, so it's all good. But the other one because he's in college now and the workload's a little heavy. So obviously, I always tell them school's first. You'll have Taekwondo for the rest of your life, but this college course is supposed to only be 2 years before you start your career, so let's keep it only 2 years. So he'll be back. A lot of new blood though, a lot of new members. Just did a testing, so that was fun. But yeah, it's hard to keep them motivated, the competitors, because there's nothing in sight. We don't got anything going on anytime soon. So it's tough. Even my kid's involved though. Her and I have some core people that they're just always gonna wanna throw legs all the time, so it's fine. But I understand you can't hold that same level of mentality. You'll just burn out, especially if you're trying to you're just trying to manifest it on your own without a real competition or fight date ahead of you. It gets tough. I get it. As a coach, I do obviously miss being at the games. Any of them, like whether it be local, whether it be provincial, national, international, it's always fun. It's not just the competitors and being able to coach and sit in the chair. It's everything. It's the travel, traveling with my team and my daughter and all of us, all going to the, driving to the location or flying to the location, checking into the hotel, then having to make weight, then trying to argue with them that they shouldn't go swimming because they have to fight the next day. So I end up letting them swim, but only for like an hour, and then they fight anyway the next day. But yeah, that whole, with all the families together, and we all go to dinner and we all go tour the city that we're in. So we missed that opportunity for Vegas this summer for AAU Nationals. I was going to see the Jabberwockies. Weird fun fact about me. I'm a huge Jabberwocky fan. I just am. I don't know why. I don't know. Well, I like I'm all about their dancing. It's so sick. Ugh. I even have the official Jabberwocky mask. I'm going to wear it on Halloween. I got all sorts of Jabberwockies apparel. So I can't dance like them. I like to pretend to. It's easy when you hide behind the mask. But it looks funny. Especially if your face is too fat for the mask and it just sticks out if you don't have a covering. But now that masks are in play, I have tons of those coverings. You ain't gonna see my fat face around that mask. But yes, we're gonna go to the MGM Grand for that AAU Nationals. Would have been so nice to be in Vegas with everybody and then go see the Jabberwockies because they were resident there. So that was gone, and we were supposed to go to Nationals. This year's Nationals was supposed to be in Laval, Quebec. That would have been fun. We were hoping to get an Airbnb. It was right on Canada Day long weekend, so it would have been perfect. Weather would have been perfect. As we saw, we had a great summer. That didn't happen. And of course, sad but true, this weekend, this day actually, would have been the World Championships, the Junior World Championships for Maxina. I think she had a good chance. Just saying. I am really biased because it's my kid and my athlete from my club, but I think if she got a crack at the under 68 junior female in Canada, I think she was the favorite to win, and I think she would have had a good run to medal, if not win the Worlds. Just saying. I know I'm really confident in my daughter, but she's a fucking beast. Watch out. And she's developing. It's not like she maxed out. You can see other fighters. They're great, but that's it. Ain't going anywhere else. There's nowhere to go. With her, there's still room. There's so much room. Like, she's winning definitively, and there's still techniques to clean up, ways to just move and take over the ring that she doesn't even do. But once she starts doing that in senior, I think it'll be good. Good switch over. But again, who knows what's happening, when it's going to happen, and what seniors will stay, what seniors will go. Like, I don't know. It's an odd time for everybody. I see a lot of the clubs, they seem to be doing well, like Sarnia, Olympic Taekwondo, Master Mark. He seems like he's doing good. They're following great protocol, and they got a testing, they got a lot of new faces. And man, that guy's always training. So go on, Mark. I'll get you on here soon. And Master Co, I see his posts. and his updates, and they're doing what they can. Everyone's struggling. It's not the same. It's not the same like it was. And it's weird and scary because you never saw it coming. So it's interesting to think back to the way our mentality was when this wasn't happening. Like when all our kids went with Master Co and everyone to Korea. Going to Korea and booking the other training camps and just, and then Phoenix, they all went to the US Open. Like we had this momentum. And we're all trying to aim for, these Canadian nationals. It didn't happen. It sucks. It sucks. Bodybuilding news. I had a client, Phil DeGrave. He just competed today. Actually, was the Kohlberg Naturals in the men's physique division. He got third, which was really good. This guy just messaged me. Pardon me. He just messaged me during COVID. We were shut down, but he was doing home workouts and trying to do some kind of wellness transformation challenge at work. At least that's what I thought it was. So he did it, and he got really lean, and we kind of hinted at the fact that he looked lean enough to maybe to maybe think about stepping on stage, at least it was in question because he looked that good. So time went by and we saw the Kohlberg Naturals come up and we chatted and he decided to go for it. So he trained hard. I think some of you saw the posts. Like he looked really, really good. So first time on stage, third place. Really proud of you, Phil. Good job. He also just got licensed, I guess, as a broker or real estate agent. I don't know what the proper term is, but he's with the Go Wild team, Remax in Guelph. So congratulations to that too. Bodybuilding, it's easier, obviously, with bodybuilding. There's no contact. It seemed pretty good, too, when I saw the live feed on Instagram. It was kind of cool. I wish I could compete or just anything, fight or step on stage. My recovered from stroke old body is just too broken. I'm barely getting through this transformation challenge for the Fit Over 40. I think I'm winning it, but still, I'm not going to be the winner. I want to see someone really do well. It doesn't have to be these, because there is another past competitor doing it. And Alex, I love competing against you, but I know you can do it. But there are some newbies and people that have just tried to finally make fitness and eating healthy part of their lifestyle. So I'm really rooting for them. I want to see them do well. And that's definitely where we're going to pick our winning candidate from. But don't worry, Alex, maybe I'll take you out to dinner. He just lives right there. You can see his backyard from here, maybe. What else? There's a couple of things I wanted to chat about. Oh, yeah. So the end of the month, obviously, is my stroke anniversary. Devil's Night 2017 was when I was man down. It still freaks me out. Even though once it's October, once Maxina's birthday finishes, the distraction's over for me. And then Thanksgiving comes, and then I get scared because it's weird because this is around when the Phoenix Taekwondo games would be. End of October. Because I remember coaching that Saturday at the Phoenix games. Maxina won double gold. A lot of my guys, they debuted in high performance. They did well. They placed. And anyways, they just did well. It was a good day. Really good day. And I was supposed to go to a Halloween party that night. It was Saturday night. I was going to be Maui. Max was going to be Moana. I was at the Garth's house. And pardon me, and I never made it because I was really, really tired. And I noticed I was getting that tired 2 weeks in. So I was sleeping, I think it was like 7:30 at night, which is really not like me. 7:30, 8:30. And when I would wake up, I was still really, really groggy. The other thing I noticed was I was getting an ongoing headache in the back of my head. And I kept going like this. And I really thought it was from texting too much like this. So I thought, oh, my neck. But later on, after I was in the hospital, the doctor said that those were real good signs that my blood was starting to clot for a little while and that it was building up and building up. And then down I went. So, anyways, I'll never forget the way it feels because I had like summertime. I had a bit of emergency, and Laura took me to the hospital. I got 2 of those with her, and they're scary because I feel the exact same thing, and I know what's coming. And when I know what's coming, I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk or not because it was a brainstem stroke. So you're supposed to lose your ability to swallow or speak immediately. So and then like I lost my limbs and then I lost my eyesight last time. But I could talk and swallow. That was the one good thing, so I could communicate. But we do have a code in case it does happen, because if all of a sudden I can't communicate and I got to say, get me to the hospital, we have our own code for it. But in saying that, I don't want to be here. I just don't want to be here on Devil's Night. That's just me. Like, thank God we just got a new king bed, so I never have to be in the stroke bed ever again. Thank God, all our decor has changed since we moved into the big place, so there's no real reminders, but it gets icky. It gets, as Halloween gets closer, that's a reminder of when I almost died. Like, it felt like I was going to die. I was alone. It would be terrible. It must have been terrible for all those people during COVID that had to die alone. I don't wish that on anyone. Everyone's gonna die. That's inevitable. But no one should have to die alone. That sucks. We push so hard to have all the things, all the money, all the stuff. But when you're dying in a hospital or can't move, can't do anything, it's not the money or the house or the cars or the vacations that are going to come see you and hold your hand when you're at your last breath. It's going to be a family member, you hope, or someone that loves you or that you love. We have to remember what's more important. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the more money you have, the easier life is. That's the way society has made it, but don't get lost thinking that that's the only thing that counts. Don't get lost and push your family away just to get rich, because a lot of great businesses weren't pandemic proof. Our business was one of them. In 2019, we were riding such a great high. Everything was good. Business was good. Family and friends, everyone was healthy. It was a good time. And then 2020, whew, yeah. Just be careful. At the end, it's the people you trust and respect and hold close to you are the things you need. We don't necessarily need a bunch of the stuff. The stuff isn't going to be there when you're down and out. That stuff isn't going to be there when you need someone to talk to. That stuff's not going to be there, when you're having issues with your kids and you have no more hands to help. Don't forget about the people in your life. Make contact. We have so many ways to make contact now. Text, all these crazy platforms. We're happy. Our family here is happy that we can communicate with the ones in the Philippines through Facebook and Instagram, but just we never had that, growing up. I literally wrote letters that took 21 days to get there and waited another month for maybe a letter to come back. And sometimes those letters had pictures. That's how we did it. That's original Facebook, having a pen pal. So now, you have a chance. Stay in contact. It's not enough to just like a picture. Take time to tell them something. Give them substance, and you'll get it back. And I keep saying, all the time, Well, that's it. Thanksgiving in Canada just ended. I know the States is coming up because we're getting ready for Black Friday. The weather's starting to get cold. People are going to start joining the gym. I heard the other gyms are getting really rammed because they have that membership that allows people from other cities to come use the club. And even though they get denied, you guys all have to wait in line. But you ain't waiting in line at Everything Fitness. We don't have the thousands and thousands of members, And our members are pretty good. They wear their masks. They clean their equipment. You know why? Because the owners of that club actually police it with their staff. I don't know how many owners of the other gyms in Guelph are actually working, a whole shift and policing and sanitizing their own club. It's hard when you have to rely on all these people, just saying. It's nice when you do it yourself, it gets done. So I just really like using the fogger. Makes me feel very safe, sanitized in the club. All right. Well, that's it. I just wanted to touch on a couple things. Max, you're the world champion to me. All right. Sorry you didn't get to fight this weekend, but I know we didn't get to go to Bulgaria. That would have been a kind of cool little tour of Europe. But it's okay. You concentrate on your school. University's coming next year, and you'll be able to fight. Don't worry. Phil, good job. Did amazing. You're the last person suspected would be a competitor in the men's physique division, but you did it and you placed. It's one thing to do the show. Everyone says, "Oh, I'm going to do a show. I'm going to do a show." And they never step on stage. Weird. But you actually did, and you placed against some high-level guys. It was a good show. And who else do I want to give a quick shout out to? Oh, I want to give a shout out to Pump House, to Aaron, working with us and all of our members at Everything Fitness. Also gave us a prize pack for the ending of the Fit Over 40 challenge. So thank you very much for that. And we hope to see him in the club too. Like I said, man, I got 5 pros at the club now. Jeez, watch out. But just saying, don't interrupt them, during their set. But maybe if you have a quick pointer or you want to take a picture, I think they'll be okay with it. I know I've gotten pictures of these guys. They're just big teddy bears. Don't worry about them. The only thing is don't eat a bodybuilder's food. You can use their belt, their wraps, whatever. Just not the food. The food's a no-go. Also want to give a shout out to wealthtrack.ca, my boy Dave Pipe. Just started that business same time I just started my podcast during the quarantine. His business is doing well. And other than Phil with the Go Wild team, there is another, Dave Pipe is another person you can definitely contact if you were thinking about getting a new home or just trying to get some financial aid. Anyways, Elite Fighting Academy, Guelph's #1 Taekwondo club. home of the Elite HP crew. Oh, we got a new cheer, and it's like the Ivatan Haka. My mom approved it today, so we're going to work on it, and you'll see that video soon too. And of course, Guelph's Best Gym, obviously in my eyes, everything fitness. Come check us out in the Grange Plaza. All right, I'm out. Have a good weekend, and thank you for tuning in to the Bounce 519.